Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We're going to try and do 3 programmers in one video. I might have to splice the video together. I'm going to see if I can make it all happen in one video. Okay, so we've got our key. The customer presents us our key. And first cab off the rank, let's go with key DIY, which is this little dongle right here. Now, we have 1, 2, and 3 machines. They all do the same thing. They program remote controls. Sorry, they don't program them, they generate remote controls that you can then program into your car. So 3 different machines, all costing a variety of different money, $50, $100, $1,200, $500. Okay, so there is a big step here, you know, you'd be going 1, 2, and 3. Different functions, it has more functions, has even more functions. This one is my preference because it has heaps more functions, but this one here is very practical too because of the money and all that. Alright, so let's just get into it. Key DIY. Customer presents me a key. Okay, now I'd like to program that to here so that I can then program into the car. How hard is this? How long does it take? Can we do it? Alright, so I'm just going to open up my phone. Won't take long. And I'm going to go to my app, which is Key DIY, right there, Key DIY. Okay, then I'm going to pick out what type of remote control it is. Now I know it's a 400 megahertz one, and I can see it right there. So I pick the remote control which corresponds with what the customer has given me. That looks pretty good. There's no test frequency on this particular device, so I don't know that I'm on the right frequency, but being in the country that I'm in, I know which frequency I need to be using because generally all the cars use that particular type of frequency. In the US they're on 300, in Australia we're on 400. So let's go 400, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to generate. So I get my USB little dongle here. I'm going to plug this in. And I get my remote control, and what we'll actually do is we'll do a little frequency test afterwards. Okay, now I'm looking at this, and here's my battery here. Notice how it's got the little plus symbol down here, so that means the top is going to go that way and this battery is going to go in that way. I'm using a 2032 battery. I'm going to plug this one in here, and you can clone and clone and clone. So you can practice play around with these, and you can clone the same remote many times. That's cool, no problems. Now I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but that's generally our platform. We're going to go generate, USB OK, USB OK. Okay, prompting, bang, done, exit. Okay, so that's how long it took to program this remote control to the frequency required and the format required for me to program this remote control into the car, which is really cool. I think that was speedy. Now I'm just going to quickly put it back together. I hope you can see this here. That's the problem with using a camera that's from a distance, you're not sure. So okay, now I'm just going to squeeze it together. I've got my battery in there. I can see a little light triggering here. Now I don't have a frequency counter here, but I am going to use this one here. This is a brand newie. Wing! Just like a band-aid, and rip it off. Now, if all goes well, I can check my customer's remote, and I can check the remote control that I generated. So let's go down to frequency tester here. Okay, frequency tester. I'm going to push a button here. Oh, sorry, I've got to be up the top here. 434.44 megahertz. Let's do it one more time for safekeeping. 434, 43, 4, 40.43. Okay. Now, did we program this one up to the same one? 43, 4, 41. Yeah, okay. 43, 4, 39. Okay. So that's pretty cool. It also gives you a spectrum here on all this sort of stuff, but we don't need that. We can see a good, strong, solid. Tells you the power too here. 91 dBms, whatever that means, but that's pretty cool. 76, 91. Customer's key. It's an old battery, so 91, 91. Oh, sorry, 54. Okay, 52. So 51, 52, the battery's been used for several years and it's still pushing out 52. This one here should be pushing much better results, 94. Okay, so that right there we have programmed in this remote control to suit now this type car. So we're going to now go program it into the car. Of course we have to cut the key. That's the key there. We don't have a key here, so we need to do that. We also need to do the chip. Now, Key DIY doesn't do the chip, doesn't do anything, it just generates this remote control so you can program it to the car. Okay, now let's try our next one, which is the Silca. So I'm going to turn that on there. I'm going to see if I can get Silca. Where are you? Silca SRP. I think that might be the right program. I'm just loading up the app here on my. Let's connect to that. Yes, we're on the right one. Okay, so here is my app for this particular one. This has 2 lights on. Here is my remote control. Now, price-wise, yes, you're going to pay more for Silca. Silca is a better branded product. It's not from China. It's from Italy. It's pretty rock solid type platform. You do get what you pay for, and you know what you're actually paying for is less problems, nice easy use. Okay, so pull. Okay, so before I can program this, I actually need to pull this. See what it's done there? It's connected my battery. So I'm going to put that there, and once again, my customer's key. So we've started up the app. Let's see if we can find out what we want. We want to search. Now it's a VW Caddy that we're actually doing here, so I'm going to go down to Volkswagen, right down the bottom. I'm going to select region, Australia, which is pretty good, Caddy. Year, 2004 to 2009. Number of buttons, 2. Search, no search found. Go back, let's go search. Okay, onboard programming, okay. So here we have it here. Now it's telling us all the information here. CIRFH1. So we're going to be using the right remote control right here to do this. Okay, preset. Now let's preset it. Remote presetting. Remote detected. To preset, click any button on the remote. Okay, now 6, 12, 18, 25, 37, 43, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%. Quite quick. Okay, now let's just go through and have a look at our little machine, and let's see if we're talking turkey. 400 megahertz, 400 megahertz. Okay, so that actually just programmed that in. Remote detected, okay. So basically, we've just programmed using the Silca app this CIRFH1 suitable for a VW Caddy, which is our customer's key here, and we've also done it on the Key DIY. Now we're left with one more, and we're not going to use the app or the phone for this one. We're actually going to use the key, the VVDI, and we're going to see how that goes. Now all these little bits for this Silca remote, they do give a good package, I must admit. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see that there or not, but we're going to go clear, and we're going to go to generate transponder remote program. Okay, Europe. Well, we've got Europe, America, Asia, China, other. We're in Australia, so I don't think. Okay, so Exhaust, Holden. Okay, let's just go Europe. Okay. Scrolling down, they've got some nice logos happening here. Okay, I can't find VW. America, let's go Asia. Ooh, I can't find VW anywhere. Why not? China, Iveco, other, okay. Exhaust, Holden, let's try Exhaust. Okay, I'm not too sure what that actually does. So let's go back up and go Europe. There has to be a VW in here. There has to be Audi. Oh, there it was all along, Volkswagen. Okay. So now it's giving me a whole heap of numbers. I don't know what these numbers are, and I don't know what they do, and I don't know the frequencies that they produce. Now I'm dropping down and I can see the make of the model of the thing, and I can select my one that I want, Caddy. I got 2004 to 2011 at 400 megahertz. So that looks like we're on track here. Okay, so it's now telling me 438 megahertz, and it's saying present a remote control. So we're going to do that. We're going to take our cable here. I'm going to pull this bad boy apart. Okay, I'm going to plug this in here. It's not telling me to do this. I'm just guessing that, you know, if we're going to do this, we're going to need to do this real shortly. So I'm just going to start to prepare it here. Okay, it's not giving me any options except for a generate button, so I'm guessing I got to do what I got to do right here to get it ready to shoot that generated file down to this particular platform. It's a bit tight to get it in. I am pushing it in the right way. Oh, that's very tight. Okay, now I'm going to push the generate button. Writing data 1%. Oh, bang, 100%. Burn successful. Okay. Oh, well, I think we're just doing it for the second time. You can read write on this one, the VVDI and the key DIY one. You can read write. The Silca one I'm not too sure on. I'm going to have to do a little bit of testing on that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find our battery. Where we put our battery? Put it in this one here. Let's take our battery back. It's our key DIY. Give me my battery back, please. Really should have got some tools to do this demo. Okay, now on this